Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It's the Sunset Streamer, Mr. Lowkey. I haven't streamed in a while, but every so often I have to appear and just react and comment to what's going on. How have you been? Chat what is up. I'm always up to mischief, always growing, always learning. Now, today I noticed on my feed on the interwebs, the Fresh and Fit podcast made an announcement. Oh boy. Now, I have an interesting relationship with that podcast. I find them very controversial, entertaining, and they sometimes make you take a look at yourself and realize, oh boy, there's a lot going on. They have a lot of very controversial views, and they are basically dealing with the results or consequences of their weird, wild, and wacky actions. And it's a dumpster fire that I just love to watch. To be to be frank, and I've got to say they are an endless stream of content. Like, wow! Even when they're not working, they're working. But the long and the short of it is, they their YouTube channel, due to their own very controversial actions, has been demonetized, and they are now monetizing some of their other content. And if you're one of their dedicated fans, sure, power to you. That's what makes you happy. Go for it. Personally, there's so much going on in the world right now. So many disasters, climate change disasters, war, famine, that you can use your money however you want to use it. If you feel you're generally helping people, sure, go for it. Will this be the end of them? No, I definitely think not. I think they have the know-how and the name power to continue, though not in this form, though they may just find another way to do it. But once you know how to make a channel, you know how to market, you can do it in other ways and other forms. And the next platform they could just jump onto. So they will have to make some changes though, but I definitely think this will not be their end. And they will figure out a way to make it work differently, even if they go more behind the scenes and they manage a different type of podcast, or they do it in a different way, or even if they just move to a cheaper location and do it from there. That could very much happen. I believe they mentioned something like the cheapest month they had was a 70,000 US dollar investment, and so clearly they were in its heyday. It was making quite a substantial amount. And the demonetization, as Abba and Preach called it, is a massive hit. That is a shocking and scary thing that is not to be taken lightly. Often, sometimes we can feel like I can say whatever I want because maybe the consequences are not instant, but they are definitely substantial. How do you feel about it and the whole situation? And I think the damage they did to their own brand name and just some of the hate that they spew. And that's the interesting thing about the hate that they spew. It's not pure hate. Some of it is mixed with what you may think is beneficial, but they definitely had an agenda behind some of the things that they were doing. And all in all, I think that if you are the niche market who wants to, you get off on that sort of thing, they should just move to OF or whatever and just do that. But I think the public forum is not the place for the type of discourse and the way they were acting out. It was just going to do a lot more damage to a lot of people. And yeah, it was truly a moment in time. I used to watch that channel back when they were small, like 2020, and it was weird, wild, and wacky. And it's an interesting thing. There's sometimes the type of content you watch, because when you really put yourself out there, you show the world and even show yourself what it is you're really about. And as we got to know both of them, we saw the type of situations they get into and how they are. We got to see their flaws in detail. And for them to be streaming it all and going through it, and the most recent situation now with Daisy Fit, I think that them calming down and going to a more niche market is maybe a better thing for them. And I don't wish on anyone's downfall or that sort of thing, but I think it's them realizing how to conduct themselves, because fame can kill, and too much too soon can kill, as we've seen. And perhaps for their own safety, sometimes life just guides you down the path that you're meant to be on. And just thinking now, like, I hate commenting on somebody else's relationship because I'm far from perfect, and I've also made my mistakes, though my mistakes are less entertaining than theirs. But his situation with Daisy Fit was it just became a mudslinging contest at one point, and they're just berating each other on different platforms, and then Myron now jumps in, and it was just messy. The whole show was just getting messy. And I can watch it for entertainment, but now there's general concern for human beings, and realize that, all right, guys, you've learned your lesson. It's now time to move on and do something else. So, yeah, good luck to them. I hope they grow as human beings and see the errors in their ways. And if Rumble is where they belong, sure, let them just go do that, and may they find their joy there. And yeah, what else can we watch on YouTube now? Like, who's going to be the next Fresh and Fit? That's what I'm wondering, because they're definitely not the first, and they're definitely not the last. So someone is definitely going to take the helm of being the next, weird and wacky channel that we can start watching. So, and I'm sure that they may play a hand in it. And I still think that though they've been demonetized, they're still going to play a hand in setting up the next wave in the YouTube thing. So I suppose we'll wait and see, because they did have some really good videos where there was a benefit. Then they had some really, really terrible ones too. So I guess we'll just wait and see. I'm wishing you an awesome day. It's a Friday. Everybody loves a Friday. And yeah, Mr. Loki signing out for now. Bye.